Welcome back. Today we're looking at weird and scary house listings. Ooh, and we're gonna see if we want any of them. We're gonna see if any of them is a good bang for our buck. You know, if it's haunted, but it's only like 80 grand. I still can't afford to buy it. Nor would I want to, because it's probably in Nebraska. But, you know, if it looks nice, then we'll consider it. I got a bunch of house listings saved of things that are weird and wacky and spooky. And so we're gonna look at how much they cost, where they're located, and then we're gonna kind of take a little tour of the house and see how we feel about it. Ideally, I'd like to pick one by the end of the video that I like the most, considering all those things. The price, the location, and how scary it is. Could I see myself living in there? And then we'll, you know, have a nice laugh and we'll go on our separate ways. So do pick your own favorite as we go. Consider yourself living in one of these places, all right? That makes it a little more fun. Okay, first one, Illinois, 120K, 2.75 acres. Nice. Kind of cozy on the outside, kind of cozy on the inside, a little bit, you know, nothing too crazy, just old, nothing wrong with that. Strange, I'll say that for sure, definitely strange. Okay, I mean, I'm not really getting haunted from this one. It's definitely old, it's a little run down, you know, it's brick. Okay, scary chandelier, big whoop. Ooh, okay, all right. I know it's just the light coming through, but it looks like foggy in this picture. Like it's foggy in the house, like that's scary. If you have fog inside your home, it might be haunted. Cool, scary little tea set or something here. Tiny little table for this really big dining room. Okay, pros, low cost of living, affordable housing, blah, 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 blah. Pros, safe neighborhood. Cons, banshee in the attic. Pros, near to several parks. Cons, screaming all night long. I'm not reading all this, and it looks like it gets worse. Like, look at these green walls, these kind of mint green walls. It's just, ooh, what is this? I guess it's just like a cabinet, but who's tall enough to grab stuff from this shelf, dude? I'm a pretty tall guy. If this is like your average, like, what, 7-foot tall doorway? Dude, this has gotta be 9 feet off the ground at least. No one can reach that unless they can fly like a ghost. Something to think about. Whoa, okay, this is getting gradually worse. I actually was kind of defending this one at first, but I don't know, man. What's going on here? Why is it like this? Look at this circular shower curtain just dangling from the ceiling. That's not even haunted, that's just a nightmare, you know? All right, we'll move on. This is a lot of photos to look at. It doesn't seem horrendous by any means, but it's definitely strange vibes, you know? Look at this purple wall here and here, but then you got like this pale greenish color. What is going on up here? Is this like where the ghost lives up in this little loft? All right, we'll move on. There's so many pictures. It just keeps going. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Scary doors. Look at this. Ominous photo of like a little gazebo pavilion out in the woods. I'm not gonna ask any questions about that. Okay, here we go. Next up, we have 800 grand in Washington, but man, does it look like a mansion. Oof, look at this. What the heck am I wow, this is not what I expected for the interior. I saw this and I thought, this could be kind of nice. And you know what? Everyone's tastes are different. Maybe you see this and you think this looks nice, but I think this looks like an insane asylum. This is where you go and you never return, you know? Huge room. Why didn't you put anything else in here? And also, why is it like the stone cobble, what do you call this flooring here? This is like not an indoor flooring. This is like a driveway, but it's indoors, you see. That's the problem. Nice. Dude, everything in here says this should maybe have sinks here or something, but this is just a place to like sit, I guess. The pink room, you gotta go through every color room before you can escape. The blue bathroom attached to the pink room, of course. Even the toilet is blue. I'm not really getting haunted energy from this. I'm getting just strange mental breakdown energy from this. For $800,000, I don't want to feel like I'm locked up. Dude, every room is a different like pastel color. And also each room is like 10 times the size of how much furniture they have. This huge room, green walls, grayish green carpet, green couch, green piano, coffee table. They were like, we got 4 whole pieces of furniture in there. If you count the plant, we're good. I don't count the plant, by the way. And the kitchen's white. You really didn't do anything fancy with the kitchen. The room that probably deserves a little sprucening up the most, you just kept it like every other one. Also, what am I seeing here? A white hallway and a yellow laundry room? Where are those at? Dude, how many rooms are in this freaking place? Holy smokes. If I go fast enough, maybe we'll start hallucinating. Like those images when you look at people's faces and they start to morph together. Whoa, dude. Holy smokes. Yeah, that one's scary. 800 grand for freaking, what was it? 6 beds, 5 baths, 6,000 square feet. Huge haunted mansion. Dude, what a little fun house. You could live in an escape room. You know, your whole house is a series of escape rooms. Okay, next up we got 325,000. That's just the bid right now. Maybe by the end of looking at this, it'll go up because I'll have bid on it because it was so good. There it is. We got a, what am I looking at here? We got a military airplane hangar for a garage. We got the tallest chimney of all time. We have a sniper tower right here, just in case, you know, the ghouls breach the fence line. And then, this is the first photo. Oh, what a beautiful home. I wonder what the interior is like. Scary attic with the most steep brick break your ankle stairs you've ever seen. Also, next to the stairs, a ladder going the other direction for some reason. I have a lot of questions here. It also looks like we're in an attic, but there's stairs that go into an attic, which is really, that's mind-blowing. Purple walls, blue ceiling, brick stairs, black ladder. This is just image one of the interior. Wow. I'm still so curious how there's stairs going both directions. I have so many questions about that. Dungeon door. Are we in the brig right now? Why is there a sink? Is this the bathroom? Oh, the toilet's probably in here. Whoa. Okay, I think I love this house. Well, how much did this one cost again? It's being bid on. We can't really tell how much this one's gonna be. I don't know how much this is sold for in the past. It's got 24 days left. This could go up to $1 million. You know, we don't really know. This could be the toilet room. Maybe there's a shower in there too. Sink out here. I love when the sink is in a different room than the bathroom. That's just such a cool, smart design, you know? You get dirty hands and you gotta interact with a door handle and then you can clean your hands. Absolutely genius. Actually, no, I take that back. That I was being sarcastic. That's actually smart because then you touch the dirty poo handle that everyone else has touched and then you wash your hands. You cleanse yourself. So it doesn't matter if it's dirty in there. You then, once you've left the room, okay, wow, okay, that just changed the trajectory of my life, that realization. Okay, enough of this scary ceiling, but wow, look at that chandelier. It's a bunch of like cherubs or whatever. Wow, okay, Dude, this might be the best one we see today. This is, you can't make this up. This is the scariest little secret tunnel. We have to escape behind the bookshelf. Yes, me and your father are spies. We've always been spies, but they found us. So now we have to escape into the secret dungeon spy room down this hallway. This is some scary stuff. Wow. Is that all the pictures we get? What's funny is the listing, like this picture on the actual website, they're trying a little harder to, wow, look at that. There's a pot of gold in there too. This is actually a beautiful photo. Unironically, this is a beautiful photo. Whoever took that photo, like if there was a realtor that took this photo, man, 10 out of 10, you gotta be so happy about that. But yeah, all these pictures make it look like such a nice, well, debatable, but it makes it look, you know, they're trying to make it look nice. And it's not like the worst ever, but man, there are some pictures mixed in here that just look absolutely horrendous. The strangest, spookiest combination of shapes and colors, you know? We'll say it's gonna sell for like $1 million. I really don't know. 3,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, Virginia. Okay, maybe it'll go for like 600K. Okay, next up we got $500,000 in South Carolina. This looks like a brick. Like it's a brick made of bricks. Oh, it's actually a jail. The York County Jail converted into a home. And I use the word home very lightly there. It is made into a house, I should say, because the jail bar doors, they're still here, man. The doors have not been replaced. There's still a little slot to throw their oatmeal through for their daily meal. Wow. I mean, this is kind of nice. I kind of like this. That's all we get? That's crazy. It's funny because this picture, like these last few, it's like, yeah, you know, it's an old home, it's a brick building, but this still looks like a proper house. You know, like this is normal. But just like around the corner, you have literal jail cells and metal stairs and doors. You're still in a county jail. There were people locked up here for who knows how long in these very rooms, you know? That's crazy. And only for $500,000? You know, I mean, it's South Carolina, 7,000 square feet. Whew. And they have the audacity to call it a condominium. There's a lot of rooms in here. You could rent it out. You could rent out the jail cells. You could be a little jail landlord. A warden, you could say. It's like being a warden, but you charge your inmates to live there. That's awesome. Okay, next up we have $160K, Massachusetts. This is very cheap. Let's see where this goes wrong. Front of it's kind of cute. It's pretty quaint. Looks a little run down, but that's okay. The Inn. Okay, so it's kind of big. Wow. I like the color combination of kind of like a off-white with red and blue, kind of classic. Oh, it's actually big, like big, like scary big. Okay, this actually looks like a front of a house now. What were we looking at before? What's this building? Scary looking barn with the collapsed roof. All right. No pictures of the interior or something? Do you not want us to see what's inside? Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Dude, first picture, the word help scratched into the wall. Second picture, a holy Bible. Third picture, scary doll near a sink and a circular mirror. I don't know why those are always so scary to me, like the hanging circle mirrors. Why did they make them a circle, dude? A payphone? A little telephone booth closet? Whoa, okay, so this was like a bar or something before. Way to bury the lead. I mean, it's like definitely been being lived in it by people for a while, but yeah, this is like some sort of, oh, it was an inn. It said that at the beginning. So yeah, it's like places to sleep for a lot of different people, but also like probably a central like restaurant bar area, a saloon perhaps. 1000% haunted though. 1000%, not a doubt in my mind. This place is very haunted. Looks like people haven't lived in here in such a long time. Also, what's that? There's someone over here. Or is it a ghost? Yeah, pretty spooky. Yeah, the outside of it looked very disturbing, and that's before I saw the word help etched into the wall. So I'm gonna say 160K is a steal. However, this house might steal your soul. 750,000 in Idaho on 15 acres and a mysterious amount of beds and baths. They don't know. They can't keep track. Oh, it's like a mining building. Dude, 15 acres of just wilderness. And this bridge has got a single digit amount of years left until it collapses. This looks dilapidated. So wait, can you live in this thing? Or do you live in this thing? Whoa. Dude, just the idea of owning this, I don't know what this is necessarily. I know it's like a mining facility of some kind, but like, there's no use for this now. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm trying to get into the mining business. Like, I don't think anyone is like, yeah, I'll buy this mining facility and like fix it up and get it going again. Like, that's just not a thing. I don't know why, maybe it is a thing, but I don't think there's like independent people going around starting mining businesses that often, I should say. So owning this, I don't really see why you would want it, but I guess you could gut it and make something else out of it. But what a specific type of building to own, you know, just old rusted machinery. I mean, this is cool right here. You got this little house. It's still sheet metal. I think this looks like a Fortnite house still, but you know, nice. It's cozy. Honestly, just get rid of this scary mining building and just sell me this for like cheaper. You know, 15 acres and like a metal house out in the woods. That's gotta feel pretty good. Metal is the strongest material to build with in Fortnite. Takes people a long time to break it down, you know, and shoot it down or whatever. So like you're safe for like a while. But I mean, yeah, 750 for basically nothing but the land itself. Like you can't use the mining facility. And then if we're being serious, you're not gonna want to live in that little haunted metal box out in the middle of nowhere. Actually, middle of nowhere. Like a bear could just open your front door. You're on his property in a way, you know? Okay, $1.7 million in New York. Okay, we are not buying this one. This is a little bit out of our price range. Nonetheless, looks like a church building almost. Uh-huh. Pretty cool. These look like, I don't know, drums. Why are these the lights? Why do they look like that? Crazy chandelier, crazy rock climbing wall. Wait, I want to see more of this thing in the middle here. There's like a big old fire pit blacksmith spot right here. And this table is just a block of wood with legs. Just a big old block of wood with legs. This place is spooky. Pitchfork. I thought for a second that was Old Bold and Brash. I don't think you can see it, but I thought it was the same as this because of the yellowish background with like a weird figure. That would be the craziest thing to have on the wall in this place. What a conflict. Okay, I mean, this isn't that haunted if we're being real. Although, just wait till we go up those stairs, dude. I know it's just the wood, but it looks like scratches all the way up, doesn't it? It's not, but it looks like it looks like it is. You know, like it looks like something scratched its way up and down this staircase a couple times. Cool. I mean, this is just sick. Next to the trap door, you got this big old blacksmith zone here. You can do some smelting or something. I don't know. Crazy chandelier. Did I mention that? Crazy chandelier. Little box over here, little metal box to lock your enemies up in. Pretty cool. Show me what's upstairs. Show me the stairs, baby. Unless we are upstairs. Yeah, we are upstairs. This leads to that blacksmith area right here, probably. Okay, we got there. I mean, this place is all right. It's just weird. It's just unconventional. I'm not terrified of this. These doors are a little scary, but I think they both go outside. At least this one does. Although it's boarded up. That's not a good feeling. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. That's cool. I like that. This is cool. Again, it was almost $2 million. So I don't know. We're not even really going to look at this one that seriously. I get what they mean when they say haunted. Like, I get why this is in here, but we've seen crazier. We're going to move on to something a little more in our price range. Okay, we got $400K in Kansas. 7 beds, 5 baths. Almost 6,000 square feet. This is a big house for $400K. Wow, it is magnificent looking. Holy whimsical. This is crazy. I don't want this to be haunted. Look at this fancy little Willy Wonka W on this gate here. Can anyone go here, or do you have to win a golden ticket first? 400,000 for this? Where's the catch? I mean, it's getting a little weird, but this is just old house stuff. Cluttery, that's all. Cluttery and a lot of brown. This is cool. Dude, I mean, I get what they mean, but like, this is fine. I'll take a little haunting for this. Wow. And look at this library up there. Oh, this whole room is a library with a, oh. Dude, this room. We're getting sidetracked. This is supposed to be a video about scary houses, but this is marvelous. Dude, what I would give to have a room like this. Look, there's a grand piano. There's old squeaky chairs by the fireplace. There's a billion books, brick walls. This is straight out of Harry Potter or something, dude. Wow. Is it gonna get scary? Okay, this is a little bit scary. Just a random bathtub, you know? Getting out or in a bathtub with carpet would be weird. You know, that would be weird. Imagine stepping out of a bathtub, wet feet, dripping onto carpet, like thick carpet. Obviously, I think that you don't do that. I think the goal is to dry out before you get out, but like imagine you had to. Maybe the doorbell rings when you're in the bath. Look at this tiny little little Oompa Loompa door right there, dude. What the heck? Whoa. Okay, this is actually just awesome. I mean, this questionable color choices, but I still kind of dig it. Like, they're doing something bold here, and I think I respect that. I'm buying this one. Okay, there's not even, I get what they mean. Maybe it's a 5% haunted. It's just old, dude. It's just a little bit old. That's fine. This room, you don't have to go in here, you know? This is the room that you would probably die in, you know? Like if you were gonna get killed by a evil spirit, you'd probably get haunted while in the bath. That just seemed like what would happen. But everything else, man, what a vibe. This giant mirror is a little scary. I somehow missed that on the first go around. I don't know why you need a mirror that tall. I don't know who's so tall you need to check the reflection. That's actually crazy. That's the biggest mirror I've ever seen in a house before. Are these news clippings of mysterious disappearances in the area next to their 30-foot mirror? It's weird, I'll give you that much, but this room right here makes it all better. I love this room. $400,000 in Kansas. I don't know if I'd want to live in Kansas, but you know what? I'd swing by here every couple weeks, you know? Quarter Mill, Washington. 2 beds, 2 baths, 2,000 square feet. This is nice. This is a nice round achievable goal here. I mean, the front of it's whatever, you know? Don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe there's a big old plank over the front door, but you don't know. What if it's beautiful on the inside? Nice. Okay. Remaining optimistic. think this might be haunted. Is this a hole in the door right here? Giant hole in the door, like something broke in at some point? Like literally broke in? What's in this room, huh? This pitch black room? Dude, this is so scary looking. Oh man. This is like worse than basements that go into in horror movies. Like at least in horror movies, there's like storage, you know, like there's actually stuff stored down there. It's so much scarier. Well, it's a different kind of scary. To just have like an empty, creaky, dilapidated basement that's all miscolored and dirty and like just oppressive. Yikes. I mean, this is just run down. That's not necessarily scary. Ooh, what am I looking at here, huh? Dang. And when a house is this old, like the power is not on. So like the pictures are all being taken with like a flashlight or like a flash camera. And that just makes them look straight out of a horror movie. You know, it does not help them. Like this, there's a chance you could have taken this photo like and not made it look terrifying, but flashlight was not the way. Yeah, I mean, it's a fixer-upper. What am I looking at here? This is not okay. And the like red going down the stairs. What is happening here? What is this? All right, I'm done looking at this. This is certified haunted, certified scary. This building or equipment is deemed unsafe for human occupancy or use. Yeah, man, I feel that. Okay, now we've seen it. 250K, 2 bed, 2 bath, 2,000 square feet. This is not a good deal. The amount of work that needs to be done on this thing is all of it. This is in an episode of Extreme Makeover Home Edition, they would bulldoze this house and make a new one. Like this isn't like a, oh, we'll just replace. I mean, to be fair, they did that every single episode. They would always bulldoze the house, but there's not like even a debate about whether or not you should. Oh, is it really this square feet? Or are you just saying that? That's a little strange. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I included this one because it's a suspicious listing. Okay, and hear me out here. House for rent, $1,750 a month. This is not for purchase, so don't get too excited about this one, all right? 2 bed, 2 baths, 950 square feet. It's, you know, a little cozy, but that's all right. Still enough space to wiggle. They don't disclose the address. They just say it's in Jackson, California, which is always kind of a red flag if they don't show the address, because every place does. And then the pictures, they're fine, but something about them gives me this weird sense that the person listing this house like doesn't have permission to list it or something. I don't know. Not listing the address so that no one can go check it out themselves. And then all the pictures are like sheepishly blurry taken at night. I don't know. We'll move on. This isn't like that big of a thing, but I saw this listing and I was like, this feels like creepy in a different kind of way. The info's like super minimal and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of strange for different reasons. Would you rent this in a mysterious unknown location for $1,750 a month? Somewhere in California. Okay, price unknown. That's interesting. How do they not know? They also don't know how many beds, baths, or square feet this is. This is in Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Interesting. Another rundown boarded up house looking haunted from frame one. Very cool. Big ominous house on the corner. Nice. The squeakiest door. You just know this door is so squeaky, dude. I can hear it. Can you hear it? Oh, it's so squeaky, dude. Oil that thing. Oh, it's like been lived in by, I don't know, homeless or something. There's like stuff everywhere. Interesting. I guess you didn't board it up good enough, huh? Dang, I mean, I guess they could have left it like this, but this seems not good. I mean, is it haunted or is it gross? Or both? This room's haunted. Right here. This room and that room. These closets have spooky little guys in it. I know it. Some holes in the wall, always a good sign. Dude, this is such a scary photo. It's just like a little room. Again, there's probably a way to make this not look scary. The window being boarded up from the outside and then this picture being illuminated by a flashlight pointed at the ground. Not a good look. Not a very tantalizing picture. But yeah, this one is, oh, wow. Is this dirt? What is this up here? Yeah, pretty chill, pretty cool. No wonder the price is unknown. Because what is a place like this worth, you know? How many bedrooms, how many baths? We don't know. Every time we go in there to count them, we get too scared and run outside. And this is a scary little murder basement, isn't it? The light bulb on the ceiling. Bonus points if this was a hanging light bulb, like on a wire, you know, that could swing. Then you've got it. But I'll give half points for this. Just single light bulb, no nonsense, you know, as the only lighting for this half of the basement. Fantastic. Okay, Texas, also price unknown. Mystery amount of beds, baths, and beyonds. And, oh, this one. Yeah. Okay, so this one's interesting because it's like a luxury house out kind of in the plains. Very nice looking house. But it's in a town called Marfa that's famous for like alien sightings and just weird things going on, like lights in the sky and stuff like that. It has a reputation of being kind of a creepy area. So the house being like kind of nice or whatever, but I mean, what the heck am I looking at here? This is like a family of bears sitting down to eat, but the bears are the chairs. That's messed up. But the main thing I'm thinking about when I'm seeing this is it's like almost reverse creepy. The creepy part is, to me, an entire side of the house is just glass windows, and there's glass windows all around it. And I'm like, dude, if you're out in the plains, like flat for miles, I get it. It's beautiful. You know, you wake up in the morning and you sip your coffee and you look out the plains. You don't need 19 windows to do that. You just need one, maybe two big ones, you know, have like a nice room that has some windows, but the whole house being windows? A guy with a rock could destroy your home. That's crazy. You know, not to mention that anything out in the plains could be looking back at you. And there seems like there could be aliens out there. I mean, I'm just saying, I've heard the tales. There could be legitimately aliens just chilling in your bushes, just watching you do your day, studying your behaviors to replace you someday. But jokes aside, this is beautiful. We got a little hint of a rainbow here for bonus points. Kind of nice. We're gonna move on because it's not really haunted. It's just kind of creepy. 265,000, Minnesota, 2 beds, 1 bath, 1,500 square foot. Dang, only one bathroom for a 1,500 square foot house is pretty crazy. Let's see. Looks kind of tiny from the front, but I think looks can be deceiving. I'm assuming this place is gonna have a basement. Cool little spooky gazebo. There it is again. I don't know why it's all blacked out like that. What is this? What do you do with this? Isn't a gazebo like supposed to be a cool little outdoor spot to go chill at? Why is it all like walled up with tinted windows? Again, very mismatching with the house. Really sticks out like a sore thumb in the yard. Also, why'd they put it so close to the house? Wouldn't you put it like out here? There it is again. It's almost like it's following me. There it is again. Dude, which one are we buying? The house or the gazebo? Little ritualistic hut here. What's going on? Okay, yep. There it is, dude. Creeping by the edge of the photo. It's straight up following us. Okay, let's see some interior, shall we? Okay, this is fine. A little spooky, but it's fine. Just old. Would be scarier at night with flashlight photos, though. All right, yeah, a little bit cramped, kind of scary basement vibes. I've been in basements like this. You know, just a little bit haunted. You know, you're down here at night and the lights turn off. Not where you want to be in the dark, you know. I noticed that the gazebo is watching us in this photo also. I'm very intrigued by the gazebo. It's clear that the listing people wanted us to be curious about it. They were like, don't worry too much about the house. The gazebo is actually where it's at. We spent all the money we could have spent fixing up the house on just making a smaller, scary looking house in the backyard. We spend most of our time in this little tiny hexagon. Yeah, I have a lot of questions about the gazebo, but I'm not gonna ask them because I'm not gonna play their silly little game. I don't care. But man, am I curious. Okay, we got 900K in Ontario. This looks beautiful. This first picture looks scrumptious. Okay, it's a little bit run down. That's fine though. Ooh, okay, I see where this is going. We got some dolls. Well, just one. Maybe it'll just be the one. Also, not really a doll, just like a statue, like a miniature statue of a person. Noted? Going forward. Okay, we got more dolls. This time actual just dolls. And like little chairs for the dolls. The floors are just wood, I think. I think this is just actual wood. Like there's no flooring currently. There's no baseboards or anything. Scary wallpaper. Wallpaper is always scary. We know that. This clock is gonna be making some goofy sounds at night. I know it. Oh, dude. Why'd you gotta do this? And they're like looking at me too. But again, they're like, I mean, dolls are creepy no matter what. These kind of dolls are creepy, but there's something almost worse about these because they're like miniaturized. Like these ones look like dolls in the sense that they're like little babies or little kids or whatever, but occasionally one of them looks like it's supposed to be like an adult, but just doll sized. And I don't know why that's even creepier almost. Well, that's debatable. It's creepy in a different way maybe. Like this one, this looks like just like a miniaturized person, like someone got shrunk. Why is that a thing, huh? What's going on here? See what I mean? Look at this one. What's going on here? Who are you? Why are there multiple of them in every room? They're also like slightly bigger than the standard doll size, whatever that is. You know what I mean though? Like these are like kind of big. These dolls would have some hefty footsteps running down the hallways at night for sure. Yeah, this place is 1,000,000,000% haunted. You can quote me on that one. 1,000,000,000%. I ran the numbers. Look at this. Every single piece in this room is haunted. These pictures, haunted. These dolls, creepy, haunted. This like little nightstand dresser thing, that thing moves on its own at night. I know it. Look at those little legs, just waiting to skedaddle. Look at this closet door with the holes in it, like this little woven pattern. You're gonna hear breathing through that at night. This table over here, that's actually fine. These like decapitated dolls in this room for some reason, like just the top bit of them, like they just got sawed right below the neck. This one's got a silly little hat on though. That's kind of funny. So what was that, 900K? Yeah, sorry, dude. I'm all good on that one. I know the dolls probably don't come with the house, but just the fact that they were in there, you know, not a good sign. Okay, we got two more. This one is $7.5 million. So this is off the menu for us. I'm not balling like that. Congrats if you are. 9 beds, 4 baths, 12,000 square feet. Marvelous. I mean, that's what you should say when looking at a house. They should make you say that with their listing. You know, if they're trying to convince you to spend almost $8 million. This also looks like a haunted house from like a TV show, like The Haunting of Hill House kind of thing. And on a nice foggy morning, which I think they thought was gonna make the house look more majestic, which it kind of does, but it also makes it look scarier. Makes it look more spooky. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. This, I mean, I'm conflicted. This is so cool, but it also looks like a scary video game. Like this is like the borders of the level, you know, like this is almost too perfect. Yeah, like how a movie or a video game is where it's designed. And this obviously was, but yeah, like, man, this looks like not real. There's definitely like a ghost that walks this field. If you get up early enough, sometimes you can see her. She walks from here to there and then disappears. Like another house back there. Cool. Dang, okay. Why is it foggy indoors? You're doing too much. What are you doing? Yeah, they definitely used like an old camera to take this. Like this such aesthetically pleasing photos. They're really winning me over, but I gotta stay focused. This house is a little bit spooky, you know? Like this is where a haunting would happen. This is where some rich family would move in because they got a steal on this house. They didn't look up the history of it or whatever because they were in haste to buy this great deal. Then once they move in, the kids start seeing ghosts and the parents don't believe them. And they're like, no, you're just settling in. It's just the new house. You'll get used to it, you know? And then by that point, it's too late. The kids have been snatched and taken into the woods by ghouls. Dude, this is absolutely beautiful though. Maybe I would be okay with being haunted, you know? Wow, look at that photo. Dang, okay. I wanted to find a bigger mixture of types of houses for this video because I didn't want it to just be a scary, like I know I said it was a scary house video. I wanted to have different kinds of things to look at. So I looked around a lot more and found things that I thought would be interesting. But we've had definitely a couple of houses today that have been like, just like, wow, you know? Like wow, but also like I get why they're scary, but also like, wow. Just extravagant. Like look at this, dude. Straight out of a very well-shot horror miniseries, you know? Dude, imagine dying in that bench. Okay, another really expensive one. I didn't realize I grabbed this many of these. $7 million. 8 beds, 12 baths, 13, almost 14,000 square feet. Big old fancy pants mansion. Very cool. Great location. I like it. I like it. I like it. I see what they mean. Definitely kind of haunted vibes. Big old, absolutely royal looking fireplace. Crazy room. I kind of like it. A cool blend of like really old rustic, almost medieval looking, but then this overhang here has like modern lighting and stuff underneath it. Like it's a nice blend. Like it's been modernized. It's not just an old house that they're just still living in. This chandelier is crazy if you even call it that. Just wood, deer heads sticking out of a big wood thing. This is some fancy people stuff, dude. What is going on here? But see what I mean though? Like this is modern, rustic, fancy, deliberate. It's a style, not just old. They got a TV in the kitchen. That's crazy. Seemingly 3 ovens. This little mini fridge is beautiful, but where's the spooky? Whoa, wow. Oh man, rich people are weird, aren't they? Look at this little secret meeting dinner table and their giant lion fireplace. Like, dude, you're doing too much. Saddle stools for the little mini bar. I'm less on their side now. They're doing a little too much. This is cool little game room dungeon. Cool. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm not even getting haunted from this. I'm getting like weird cult commune vibes, you know? Like this is just like, I don't know, but it's also really sick. It's also really cool, you know? Like I'm overwhelmed with what I'm feeling here. It's weird. It makes me feel uneasy. Like I don't think I like being here. Like this is strange. They definitely have thrown someone in here at some point in time, you know? I mean, it's kind of cool. The chillest vibes ever, but you don't want to be in here in the dark. That's like any of this house. It's really cool, but it's all like well lit and well shot, and the fireplace is on, and you know, it's the middle of the day and stuff. But imagine you're in this bed and you got like little dry mouth and you got to go down to the kitchen to get some water. So you like walk through this room in the dark, and you got to like walk past this, whatever this is. And then you got to like walk past this. And then you got to like go down the stairs past a bunch of statues and human shaped things and chandeliers and this deer staring at you. You got to walk past this. You have to ask permission from the two cherubs to let you go downstairs. You gotta say the password and everything, and then you gotta get all the way over here. Then you get your water, and then, I don't know, a banshee grabs you and screams at you and throws you into, say it with me, everyone, the lion fireplace. Okay, that's all. That's the last one. I didn't want to end on two, like, mansions. I didn't organize these very well. My personal winner is absolutely, hands down, this one. Okay, the exterior is just straight out of, I don't know, dude. I feel like I would be scared I'd be up here in my tall tower and someone would come rescue me. I would feel too much like a princess. You know, like, this is crazy. This is so whimsical. I'm not saying I want to feel like a princess. I'm just saying, I mean, you know, every once in a while, but like, this is a magnificent cottage. This is a tavern. This like crazy gate. Also, W, my last name starts with a W. I wouldn't even have to change that. That can stay. That's already there for me. This lamppost, like, I don't even need to convince you. I think you get what I mean. This is a winner. Remember, the interior was like a little bit cluttery and whatever, but like, dude, you know, there's some things that are a little spooky about it, but like, I can change stuff if I owned this house. Like, I don't know if I'd want a blue refrigerator and blue, like, rec center pool tile as my countertop, but whatever, to each their own. I can change that, you know? This place was magnificent. Absolutely. I've used that word too much today. It's just been true so many times. $400,000, 7 beds, 5 baths, 6,000 square feet, Kansas. The Kansas part's a little rough. It's in Topeka, and I've heard of Topeka, so maybe it's one of like the best parts of Kansas. Kind of like how the chip aisle is the best part of Walmart, you know? You know you're in Walmart, but like you're near the things that you wanted anyway. It's just good. I was gonna put an offer in here, but it's off market. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, let me know which one you like the most. I have a feeling lots of you guys are gonna like this one the most because some of the other ones were really quite stinkers. There was a couple other good ones, but this is definitely a standout. Mix of spooky, mix of weird, mix of extravagant and creepy. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet and feel like it. And I'll see you next time. See ya. What are you still doing here? Weirdo?